everybody. Hi. Dr. John Dempster's with us today, Sleepless Nights. Okay, did you get a good sleep last night? I know you asked. Did you really? Because I didn't. No. Well, that first segment's not going to put you to sleep for sure. Well, here's what we're going to talk about, sleepless nights. And you know, doing the morning show on Chum FM, Roger and Darren and I, the first thing is, how are you? The second thing is, how did you sleep last night? Sleep is on everybody's mind.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge.
And what is it about? Is it stress that's keeping us from sleeping?
The biggest problem right now is stress. And we're all stressed to some degree, but what will happen with chronic stress is that our cortisol levels are at a very high level.
What is a cortisol level?
Cortisol comes from your adrenal glands, and it's your stress hormone. It's to get us ready for fight or flight.
Yeah.
Okay, but the problem is, it shouldn't be happening when we're sleeping because it squashes your melatonin down.
So to get a good night's sleep, we got to get that kind of balanced.
That's right.
So how do you find out that it's not balanced?
Well, you can actually do a test to get that done, or else if somebody's not sleeping, the first thing I assume is I ask, I say, what's going on with stress in your life? And go from it from that perspective. Okay,
so let's say I'm not having a good night's sleep consecutively. Like when do I know that I have a problem? Because 1 or 2 nights I can handle, but then it becomes kind of a routine. And then I want to talk to you about exactly what we should do.
Right. If you're not sleeping well 2 or 3 nights in a row, then that's something to be looking into. You know, we all have a bad sleep once in a while, and that's fine, but you know, you really should be able to rebound the next night.
Okay, so yesterday I flew back from Calgary on the earliest flight, and I thought, it's okay, I'll sleep on the plane. It's okay, I'll take a nap when I get home. It's okay, I'm really tired today. So I thought, okay, time change is one thing. But one thing I do know, that if you go to bed at the same time every night, that is pretty good. That's going to ensure a better night's sleep. But what else do I need to know about sleep?
My favorite sentence is, think of a cold, dark cave. Okay? You want it to be dark, okay? You do not want any light. You don't want your alarm clock facing you. You don't want your laptop or your TV on in your bedroom. This is all going to secrete light, and it's going to suppress your melatonin down. So
that guy having the window open next to me really
it could have affected you, Marilyn.
It really affected me. And I was in the aisle seat, I wanted to put it down, but I was afraid he'd get angry with me, so I didn't do that. So even the light from your alarm clock can do that?
For some people, they're so sensitive that even the light from their alarm clock will disrupt their sleep.
Okay, so cold, dark cave, really, really dark. That's good sleep hygiene. Good sheets.
Good sheets. Cool temperature in the room. This is very key. A lot of us crank the heat up at night. You should actually keep it between 60 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit.
I keep my window open.
Yeah, well, that's good, actually. That's very good.
Do you keep your windows open? Because I need fresh air. No? I was hoping someone would drop by. But no. But I keep, because I don't care how cold it is. I have to keep it, because I just feel that I won't be suffocated.
It will keep your metabolism functioning better.
If it's colder.
That's right.
Okay, let's talk about cold and metabolism. There's this whole new thing about that, which really relates to sleep. Cold is good.
Cold is good.
Why is it good?
Well, it's going to keep your sleep hormones in check, okay? It's going to keep your engine or your metabolism working in a balanced state.
But how does it do that?
It does that through a variety of different chemicals, and it does that through actually vasoconstriction of different arteries and veins in your body.
Okay, let me put it to you this way. Is it because my body is freezing and my body's going, I got to get warm so that I start burning calories while it's cold?
Well, you can definitely burn calories when you're sleeping, yes, but...
No, when you're cold, your body's got to go back up to its temperature. Am I right?
That's right.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about, when's the last time I should eat before I go to bed?
Okay. Great question. You've got to be very careful about what you eat, okay? Don't be eating too many refined carbohydrates or sugars or grains before bed. This will, again, disrupt your cortisol and melatonin.
Okay.
Stick with things like almonds or hummus. These are clean sources of protein.
You want protein before we go to bed?
Yeah, they will boost something called L-tryptophan, which will help with serotonin.
Okay.
Another hormone.
If you like your coffee or your tea, and tea has a lot of caffeine in it, when is the last, let's say you have a regular day, you go to bed at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, when's the last time you should have a coffee or a tea?
5 p.m.
Really?
Think of how many of us do not do that, right?
Wow, there it goes out. Yeah.
Some people can't even have it after noon. After 12 p.m.
I can't.
Okay, so most people, I say, is try with 5 p.m.
Okay, liquids in general. Let's talk about water.
Okay, a lot of us like to drink before we go to sleep. Not 2 hours before you go to bed. That's a rule. Okay, some of us can get by with a little bit, but a lot of us are knocking back all sorts of drinks before we go to bed, and we're up throughout the night, and this is going to create a very restless night.
I'm really kind of stressed out, so I'm going to have a glass of wine before I go to bed.
You bring up alcohol. Well, this is not...
Of course I bring up alcohol. Yeah.
This is not the best thing for sleep. Now, one glass of wine probably won't hurt you. Some people are very sensitive, but if you have numerous drinks, we think that we pass out. We don't. We go into a very shallow sleep rhythm with a lot of alcohol.
So you're not having a good deep sleep.
Not a good deep sleep.
How much sleep really should we get to function normally and not cause any risk factors to our body?
7 to 9 hours, 8 being optimal.
Really? If we don't get enough sleep continually, then what happens to our bodies, besides the cortisol?
We actually age quicker. Okay?
Really?
We don't want that. We want to be looking young, feeling young, and what will happen if you don't get your 8 hours a night, you will actually start to degenerate quicker.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm degenerating as I'm looking at you. I am. Okay, so let's recap. So tonight when you go to bed, okay, the last thing you're going to do is with any kind of, let's say you go to bed, who goes to bed around 9? I don't know how people really deal. 10? Is 10 better? Okay, 10. Okay. The last time we're going to have anything to drink would be?
Go to bed at 10, about 8.
8. The last thing I'm going to eat is around 5 or 6 o'clock?
Well, about 7 o'clock, 6 or 7, yeah.
It's got to be a protein?
No, you can have your dinner around then, but if you're going to have a snack, have it as protein afterwards.
Okay. When I go into my bedroom, do I take a shower before I go to bed?
Hot bath is very good. Epsom salt baths are wonderful.
Okay. And then I'm exhausted now. I'm barely making it to the bedroom. Okay, now I'm getting into it. Now I've got these fantastic sheets and everything's dark and whatever. The television is off. The clock
Facebook
radio.
Better be off.
Everything is off. Everything's off. Okay. I'm laying in bed. Now what? Do I count?
You do not think about tomorrow. You go to sleep. A lot of us get in our heads and we start thinking about everything, all the stress in our life. Sleep. Go to bed. Rest.
What do you think? Puppies and flowers? What are you thinking? Like, what do you do? Like,
I don't have time to think. I just crash.
Out of your mind.
You just crash. Yes.
And you consistently go to bed pretty much during the week.
During the week, yes. I mean, we can all have a late night once in a while. We can bounce back. We can sleep in on the weekends, but try to get into a routine during the week.
All right. And then I guess here's what we have to say to ourselves tonight before we fall asleep. If you don't go to sleep, you're going to look 10 years older tomorrow. Is that what we should do?
That's a great motivation for most people.
John, thanks very much. Thank you very much. Thanks for the advice. Coming up after the break, we're going to show you to do some crunches, but not in the normal way. We'll be right back. Get rid of those abs, right?